listening to MusicgovernsFM, channel 33, with Bombele, the sound for your soul. The word became flesh. How are you? This afternoon is the 29th of January 2026. Time is 20 past 6. How are you? How are you? How are you? I'm so blessed. The Lord has been so good. He is always good because He is a good God. Oh my God, oh my God. But how are you doing in America, in Asia, in Europe, and in Africa? Are you doing well? Thank you guys for tuning in. It's a great honor when you see people responding to the message, and it's really our desire to see people being transformed. As we always say, let the light shine. Let people become what God has destined them to be. Let them live in that word that God has spoken to them. That's what we are pushing in this FM. It's all about empowering. It's all about awareness. It's in our hearts it's been in our heart for a long time, and to bring awareness, about this serious stuff, about callings and assignments and missions, because we are here, we're mission sent, by being here on earth. It's a sign that you were sent for a specific role. Yes. So this FM is all about that, developing humankind by making awareness about the power of the word and the talents of what God, the talent that God gave you. It's part of our mandate to actually to teach about and to convey the message. Yes. We are so happy. We are expecting more fruits from what we're doing, because it's very important to understand that whatever that you do, you are just sowing. So one day you're gonna reap. So we really want to reap a good harvest. We want to reap a good harvest, healthy harvest, because when you are doing things, when you plant good, you definitely gonna reap good fruits. So it's why now it's a very dangerous season that we are in, a season of manifestation. It's a very dangerous. Let me not say dangerous. It's a very critical season, because everything is live. Everything is gonna be seen. We're gonna see, things like the things that we have never seen before. So, and it is very important to understand that we do things for harvest. We do things for the fruits. I don't think anyone can start to work not knowing the fruits he or she's gonna receive, out of that. So even the words that we speak, how we respond to the word of God, it's all about sowing. We are sowing something. We've been talking with my wife later on. We're talking about doubting, the call of God, and God revealed to us that actually when you doubt, you are planting doubt. You're planting a tree called doubt, and that tree is gonna rise. If you didn't notice it, it's going to be a stumbling block for you. It's gonna hinder you when you want to enter in the promises of God, because it's a plan. It's like a tree. It becomes a tree to you, and it's become a stumbling block. So it's very important to understand that whatever that you do, you're actually planting something. It could be doubt, it could be fear, it could be anxiety. Once you start thinking about things and then you get worried, and then you are sowing worry, and that worry will grow, and if you continue worrying, and then that thing's gonna take roots, and it's gonna hinder your race, because we are in a race that God has put us into, so that we can receive fruits and eat from it. Yeah, you listen to MusicgovernsFM, channel 33, with Bombele, the sound for your soul. It's an afternoon drive where we are saying, guys, let us be light, let's shine, let us see the glory of God in our lives, and let's obey His will, let's obey His commands, because that's where we draw life from. Yes, let's continue with our story of Moses. And remember, we are dealing with the beginnings of the call, and we still want to talk about the end, because remember that whatever that we do in the beginning, it's going to affect us in the journey. So I know as humankind, when God calls us, we start to doubt, and because sometimes it's too hard, God can send you to your people who hate you, and say God, and then God will say, go and tell them that you love them. That's a very hard thing. And then God said, no, they won't kill you, and actually you will save them. So now to go, and it's a hard thing. So you start doubting and say, God, oh, send someone else, and remember what you have said. It's actually the seed that you have sown already. So it's going to grow. It's going to affect your destination. That's what the Lord was revealing to me as we are talking about the story of Moses. Let me just read now. We were talking about Moses when he was going down with his brother Aaron to Egypt. So he went there. Let me read from verse 31. After he have shown miracles, so then the people of Israel were convinced that the Lord had sent Moses and Aaron. When they heard that the Lord was concerned about them and had seen their misery, they bowed down and worshipped. And they really believed to Moses, and because of the miracles and what Moses told them. And then let's go to chapter 5 now. Now they are going to Pharaoh. Let's see what happened now. And God is sending Moses where he was born, and now he is facing like the king of Egypt, where he grew up, So he chose not to be an Egyptian. He chose to be a Hebrew because he was a Hebrew by birth. So now God is sending him back to the same palace where he killed an Egyptian. So it was a very hard call, but now he went, So let me read chapter 5 from verse 1. After this presentation to Israel leaders, Moses and Aaron went and spoke to Pharaoh. They told him, "This is what the Lord, the God of Israel, says. Let my people go, so they may hold a festival in my honor in the wilderness." "Is it that so?" retorted Pharaoh. "And who is the Lord? Why should I listen to him and let Israel go? I don't know the Lord. I will not let Israel go." But Aaron and Moses persisted. "The God of the Hebrews has met with us," they declared. "So let us take a 3-day journey into the wilderness so we can offer sacrifices to the Lord our God. If we don't, he will kill us with the plague or with the sword. Oh Lord. And then Pharaoh replied, Moses and Aaron, why are you distracting the people from their task? Get back to work. Look, there are many of your people in the land and you are stopping them from their work. You see, now Israelites were like people who were working now in Egypt. So, and Pharaoh didn't want to release them. And he was fulfilling what God told Moses, because God said Moses is Pharaoh is gonna refuse, so now let's see what happened after that. The same day, Pharaoh sent his order to the Egyptian slave drivers and the Israelite foremen. Don't supply any more straw for making bricks. Make the people get it themselves, but still require them to make the same number of bricks as before. Don't reduce the quota. They are lazy. That's why they are crying out, let us go and offer sacrifice to our God. Load them down with more work. Make them sweat. That will teach them to listen to lies. So the slave drivers and foremen went out and told the people, this is what the Pharaoh says, I will not provide any more straw for you. Go and get yourself. Find it where you can, but you must produce just as many bricks as before. So the people scattered throughout the land of Egypt in search for stubble to use as straw. Meanwhile, the Egyptian slave drivers continued to push hard. Meet a daily quota of bricks, just as you did when we were provided you with straw, they demanded. Then they whipped the Israelite foremen they had put in charge of the work crews. Why haven't you met your quotas either yesterday or today? They demanded. So the Israelite foremen went to Pharaoh and pleaded with him. Please don't treat your servants like this, they begged. We are given no straw, but the slave drivers will still demand, make bricks. We are being beaten, but it is not our fault. Your own people are to blame. But Pharaoh shouted, you are just lazy. That's why you are saying, let us go and offer sacrifices to the Lord. Now get back to work. No straw will be given to you, but you must still produce the full quota of bricks. And then the Israelite foremen could see that they were in serious trouble when they were told, you must not reduce the number of bricks you make each day. As they left Pharaoh's court, they confronted Moses and Aaron, who were waiting outside for them. The foreman said to them, may the Lord judge and punish you for making us stink before Pharaoh and his officials. We have put a sword into their hands, an excuse to kill us. Then Moses went back to the Lord and protested, why have you brought all this trouble to your own people, Lord? Why did you send me? Ever since I came to Pharaoh as a spokesman, he has been even more brutal to your people, and you have done nothing to rescue them. Yes, we're gonna stop there today about this story. You see, you can hear it from yourself that God was busy with Moses. Remember, God trains you in your call as you go, and because you have to be aware about yourself and how much you trust God, and how deep are you regarding the call. So it was really a test. Actually, the revelation that I have regarding the miracles that Moses had to do, God was going to teach the Israelites, because Israelites were the one who was supposed to go out from Egypt, But at the same time, God was also introducing himself to the Egyptians as a creator of everything, as the Most High God, So now Moses had to be taught, and God caused Pharaoh not to accept the message. And now the Israelites now were fighting Moses, and say, now look, we are being punished because of you. And they were against him. And that, actually brought doubt to Moses. And Moses went back to God. And then we'll hear it tomorrow. What happened after that, because he went back to the Lord and said, God, why are you doing this? Why did you send me? But it's very important. What is very important now is as that I'm learning here, it's very important to remember, because when you remember, you actually gain power to overcome things. God spoke something to you, I know, and along the way, when things are not working out, you just forget, what God said. Because God, He said you're going to overcome, you're going to come out from Egypt. But He didn't say that people are going to rise against you. But now it happens, now it's happening. But you must hold your faith on what God promised, because that's what's going to keep you. It doesn't matter how hard things are now, but know that God said, I'm going to give you freedom from slavery. So that will keep you awake. That will bring wisdom. That will bring strength. Once you tap into that belief. And now Moses now is going back to God again, complaining. It was a very hard call. But we'll learn it tomorrow again, and we'll see what happened after. Because God was busy with Moses, also busy with the leaders of Israel who were in Egypt. So God had to show how powerful He is, how great He is, as the only God, So He had to show that power, because no one knew about Him, in that level, So God is introducing Himself to you. Don't worry when things are not coming to what you wanted it to be. Don't doubt. God is busy with you. There are things that you need to understand about Him, and you will survive. You will survive. Trust in the Lord. You will not be shaken. Yes, you listen to MusicgovernsFM, channel 33, with Bombele, the sound for your soul. The Word became flesh. Yeah, I'm gonna see you tomorrow morning. And we will continue with the story, and we will finish the story definitely. Think 2 weeks to come, because we're gonna speak more about the beginning phase and the end, because that's where we want to see the end of the call of Moses, how it end up, and so that you will be able to be aware what's going on in your life. So God bless you. Gonna see you tomorrow morning.